You better go, bitch.
What is up, Hollywood stars? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you something, or not something, but the palette that everyone's been talking about, which is the Norvina palette. It's super duper pretty. So if you want to know my thoughts and opinions and how to achieve this beautiful look, then just keep watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and let's get right onto the video. What is up, Hollywood stars, once again? So I'm super excited because I'm going to be using the Norvina palette. So I have not played with this at all. However, I did accidentally dug my nail into it, which I was super bummed about. I dug it into this color called Soul. So sad. But anyways, this palette is so beautiful. I love the color scheme. And I think for today's look, I'm going to do a halo eye. So yeah, I'm super excited. So let's dive right in. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and prep my eyes. And I'm going to be using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. So this is just going to ensure that the shadow stays on all day. Make sure we have no creasing. Alright, so now that we have our eyes nice and set, we're going to go ahead and dive right into the palette. So yeah, as I said, I think I'm going to do like a halo eye. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and, let's see, what color should I start with? I think I'm going to go ahead and start with the color base. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the crease. It's almost like you can't even see it. It's more light. But I'm just going to use this to help make my transition shades blend a little bit easier. Next, I'm going to go ahead and dive into the Love color, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to be applying this to the crease. Ooh, this one's super pigmented. I did not expect this to be that pigmented. Thought it was going to be a little bit more pastel-y. So I'm just going to be working that in the crease and making sure I blend this upwards, because I don't want there to be any harsh lines or edges. By the way, the brush that I'm using today is the Morphe M412 brush. So I'm going to take this brush right here, and this is the Morphe E17 brush. I love this brush for the crease if I really want to be really precise and making sure the color doesn't go upwards or downwards or any of that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the color Soul, which is this one right here. And I'm just going to be applying this right in the crease. So now that we have the color on the crease, I'm going to go ahead and take that same brush and I'm going to go ahead and go back into Love, which is the really pretty pink right here. And I'm just going to add it right up here where we lost a little bit of that shade. Perfect. And then one more time going into the Soul color, we're just going to reapply this to the crease. So for cutting the halo eye, I'm going to be using a concealer and a very small precision brush. So the concealer I'm going to be using today is going to be the ColourPop No Filter Concealer, which looks like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of this in the back of my hand. And I'm going to go ahead and start to apply this and cut the crease. So I like to look straight ahead in the mirror and just kind of make a little placement with the concealer of where my crease disappears. So a little bit up here. So just like so. And then from here, I'm just gonna do an inverted triangle. So now I'm going to go ahead and work in the center of the lid. So I want to make sure that I add the lightest color in the center first and work my way up outwards with the darkest colors. So I'm going to be using this brush right here by Morphe. This is the R42 brush. Looks like this. I like it because it has a very flat edge. So for the very center, I'm going to go ahead and go in with Wild Child. Is this pink right there. And just start applying this to the center. So I went ahead and switched to my smaller brush just so I can really get the edges. Okay, so now that you have the pink color there, I'm going to go ahead and go into the color Rose Gold, which is exactly what it's named, Rose Gold, and apply it with this brush. And we're going to apply this right next to that pink shade, making sure we create a gradient effect. Okay, perfect. So now we're creating that gradient effect. And in the very outer corner, I want to do Celestial, which is this really pretty shade right here. I love this shade. It's super pretty. And as I'm applying this, I'm dragging it inwards because I really want to create that gradient effect. And I want to add a little bit more darkness to the edges, so I'm going to go ahead and go into the shade Drama, which is the darkest glitter right here. And apply this to just the very, very outer edge. Yes. Ooh, look at that. I'm living for this. And the very inner corner. I want to add a little bit more lightness to the center, so I'm going to go ahead and go in with a Dreamer, which is this shade right here, which is a very light shimmery shade. And just kind of very, oh, that's on my eye. Barely add this to the very, very center. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little wipe so that I can clean off any of this fallout. It didn't have that much fallout, but some of the glitters did have a little bit where I added them in the outer corner. I always like to create a sharp line with my looks. So primer, we're going to quickly fly through this. Primer, we're using the Professional. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Fox Filter Foundation. with my Morphe sponge. For concealer, we're using the No Filter Concealer by ColourPop. For blush, I'm using this Sigma blush in Modesty. And for highlight, I've been loving this highlighter palette. I've had it and I just forgot about it, and now I'm loving it again. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills times Nicole Guerrero palette, which looks like this. Super pretty. I like to use the shade Kitty Cat. Now I'm going to go ahead and do lashes, and for lashes we're going to be using the new lashes by Jenny69. So it's these ones right here, and these are in the style Baddie. Let's see if you can see them, sort of, but they're super pretty. I've used these before and they're super duper nice. So now I'm just applying the Soul shade, this one right here, into the lower lash line. Okay, so we're pretty much done, you guys. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do my lips. So I'm just gonna take off this balm I had earlier. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in color Dusty Lilac. Ooh, I love it, you guys. So that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys loved this look because I'm living for this look. Final thoughts on the Norvina palette. Not only are the colors amazing to die for, but oh my god, they blend amazing. So you should definitely get the palette and stay tuned for more videos, you guys. So I'll see you next time, Hollywood stars. Bye.